7.6 billion. That is the estimate of people that live on Earth. But what about our solar system? A lot of people may believe that all forms of life are present only on Earth. I do not believe this opinion, and I think there are other life forms in the cosmos, but maybe closer than we think. Information from Margaret Foster, a PhD candidate, provided questions from Stephen Bertranek about the future of space colonization. One fact coming from the questions was that in the 1960s, NASA's budget was 5% of the federal budget. Today it is less than 0.5% of the federal budget. It is incredible to wonder about the possibilities and discoveries our planet can make if the budget was higher than it is now. With the budgets for space exploration increasing and advanced technology being created, it is a matter of time before life-changing discoveries are made. The only question is, how long will it be till it happens? There's a lot of evidence about life being on Mars, and I'm here to persuade you by showing facts and the research that has been done to find life outside of Earth. Life on Mars may be a real possibility that is being found through missions, the planet's geology, and advancing technology. Through the advancements of technology, the understanding of the planet's geology, and space programs and their missions, life can be found on Mars in the near future. Manned missions to the Red Planet may be some time away, but for decades we have sent numerous missions to Mars. These missions have found a lot of evidence and discoveries. Information from Christopher McKay, a planetary scientist at NASA Ames Research Center, with a PhD in astrogeophysics, and Victor Paro Garcia, a researcher at the Center for Astrobiology in Spain, in a 2014 article, How to Search for Life on Mars, explains that scientists have had manned missions to Mars finding different pieces of information. Missions to the planet have shown the potential of life being on Mars in the past and even today. However, most of the past missions have been primarily focused on the planet's geology and not the biology. In the early missions of searching for life on Mars, standard search techniques were used to find information. The first experiment, Martian soil was extracted and carbon was added. Doing this provided food to any microorganisms in the soil. Some data was recovered to show that microorganisms were present in the soil, but scientists were unsure. These missions were performed decades ago, and technology has improved, and techniques have also improved. One change is the method of finding life, which can be done through DNA detection and sequencing. Victor Paro Garcia is currently developing technology to detect complex molecules on Mars, like proteins and polysaccharides. It is called immunoassay testing and can help search for life on Mars. Missions have had a great impact in the findings on Mars. In future years, more missions will be happening which will find even more information and potentially life. A lot of research can show whether life was once on Mars. However, one of the most important keys to proving this is the geology of the planet. Information from Nola Red, a Space.com contributor, in a 2017 article, Life on Mars, Exploration and Evidence, provided information about the geology of Mars and certain traits the planet holds that could help sustain life. Water is thought to be a key component of life. Many scientists and researchers agree, and this is a key point of exploration on Mars. However, Mars' planet today is dry with water in the ice caps and the thin atmosphere that causes radiation to irradiate the planet. Scientists believe that in the past, water flowed the planet and that there was actually an ancient ocean that covered 19% of the planet's surface. There are also signs of water beneath the surface, which provides a greater chance of life being on the planet currently. This underground water can shield the potential life forms from the intense radiation. More information from Peter Reed, a professor in the Department of Physics at Trinity College, University of Oxford, UK, Stephen Lewis, a professor of atmospheric physics and deputy head of the School of Physical Sciences at the Open University, and David Cass, who has a PhD in planetary science, in a 2017 article, The State of the Martian Climate, shows the climate of Mars. They say that Mars is the closest planet in our solar system to Earth and nearly half the radius. Seasonal patterns are similar between the two planets, which could be ideal for sustaining life. Additional information from Nicholas Mangold, a geologist/Martian scientist from ChemCam, David Barreto, a researcher at the University of Toulouse, and Oliver Wittasi, a planetary scientist, Therese Encrenez, an astrophysicist, and Christopher Sotin, a research scientist at the Jet Propulsion Lab, provided information in a 2016 article, Mars, a small terrestrial planet, showing that scientists currently know a lot of information about the basic functions of the planet. Present atmospheric composition and H2O and CO2 are understood. Surface composition and physical properties have also been mapped out in amazing detail. This geology shows that the planet could be capable of hosting life. It's just a matter of time before we find out more about the planet. None of this research can be found without hardworking people creating methods and technology. One mission, in July 2020, will send the ExoMars rover, a joint mission between the European Space Agency and the Russian Space Agency, with contributions from NASA. Information from Bill Steigerwald, a science writer at the NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, in a 2018 article, Scientists Shrink Chemistry Lab to Seek Evidence of Life on Mars, provides information about a new rover that is soon to be launched into space to find evidence of life on Mars. In a couple of years, the ExoMars rover will be sent to investigate Mars. Within the rover, scientists have conducted a small chemistry lab, which the rover will use to look for signs of past or present life. The rover has a 2-meter drill that will provide samples that may have the possibility of organic compounds from ancient areas of the planet. The rover is capable of detecting a wide variety of organic molecules. It is able to do this through the tools taken from a typical chemistry lab, shrunk down to fit in the space of a toaster oven. These technologies will keep improving and will all provide to the findings of potential life on Mars. Overall, life on Mars can be a real possibility. If there is nothing, we can at least use our advanced technology to investigate other planets. Through the progress of missions, understanding the geology, and advancement in technology, life on Mars can be found in the near future. Since the first humans, the civilization has looked at the stars in the solar system. Maybe sometime soon, we will realize something used to look at us the same way. Thank you.